Hello again, welcome back to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It's another day, another daily. We didn't do so hot last daily, but hopefully we do it this time. Omega seed, that's fun. It's dandy, okay. I was about to say there's a seed, but there's no seed for this. This is a daily. Anyways, so yeah, today is Sunday the 3rd. Early afternoon. About noon or something here, so I got up early. I didn't really sleep in, but I went to bed early last night, and yeah, feel for the most part I feel well rested. Oh, I think I'm well rested. Let's do that, because I don't want to have half a heart versus one heart. Gives us a possible extra head unless we run into a certain enemy or a champion. Yeah. What to talk about today? Let's see. I just finished watching an episode of Hoarders on YouTube. Episode I've never seen before, of course. Yeah. Lady had over thousands of purses. They were to clean up her house. Same thing with this other lady's house too. But we need a key. Oh my God. They're not going to give me a key, will they? What was in here again? Probably not. Well, if we get a penny, well, no, we need like three pennies to get that little thing. It's gonna tease us. It's like, oh yeah. You want to get in that library? They can have some goodies in there. Well, guess what? You can't. Haha. I don't think we even got a bomb or anything. The trick here, pulling the ultimate thing here. I gotta make sure it's the secret room. That could be the secret room too. We gotta make darn sure. I don't know if I can do this. I think I just screwed it up. Yeah, whatever. C'est la vie. Well, there's a bomb right there, silly. Okay. Now we gotta it's like this thing could be anywhere. It could be right here. But then I already spent money. Unless I'm gonna get a bunch of money out of this. Let's check this out. Okay, that can't be there. That can't be there too. I'm gonna try here. There we go. Sackboy, okay. Alright, got a little bit of money. Now, come on, keys, anything? Actually, no, we really don't need keys to get through here, okay. This is some dedication. A little bit extra money on the side. Joker! Actually, Joker on the first floor, okay. Let's check in here first. Okay. Let's see. Queen of Hearts. World card. Oh, maybe I should have kept that. Throw the dice of fate. Okay, interesting. Let's use this. Okay. Alright. Now, here's the thing. We got the Dice of Fate card, right? We'll take this. Take this. It'll kill us. We have one heart, right? We got 2 Devil Deal items. How are we gonna do this? Okay, we'll take it in here in case this is like a reroll. Alright, okay, so it's kind of a per throw thing, alright. So it didn't really necessarily roll our stats or items, passive items, but got that. Okay, I think that was a pretty good haul. And I think too here, if we want to preserve our deal with the devil for the next floor, we want to get hard. There we go. That was some good mid-maxy there. Lucky enough to buy the bomb and find the secret room. Because I was thinking, oh, I might be down below, but then I was thinking to myself, well, if there's a library, I feel like it would generate a secret room right there. Alright, careful. Yeah, anyways, today's Sunday. Kind of a murky looking Sunday. We need some rain though. As usual. It's a bit dry. We haven't really got much rain. The only rain we got recently was like a very brief thing that came through and then it just kind of like stopped. Alright, this looks interesting here. That was like, was it over a week ago or something? Or, well, about a week ago. Maybe not a week ago, but, yeah, so another Queen of Hearts. Ooh, alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I should have just picked that up to try to go hard on that. Oh, alright. What is this room? I couldn't even shoot the fires. What was happening here? Guess they were like other kind of fires. What do we have here? I think we say that Spirit Heart there for now, so we can get a devil deal. Oh, we got an angel deal chance too. What the hell? Wait a minute. Why would I have an angel deal chance if I went to the first floor and got a devil deal? Okay. Does it just not count on the first floor? Okay. Well, we got 78 point. Well, unless it's the Book of Virtues we got here. That could be the culprit. Right here. Do we want gun for balance or do we want duality? I think we take duality. Oh, I see what I did here. I don't have Hoard Babylon. Here's the one tears. I know tears. The one, yeah. Filled up the bone heart. But yeah, I was watching a little bit of Hoarders today. Oh yeah, it doesn't give you. Oh yeah, we get to keep these too. That's why we get the higher increase in angel deal chance on top of everything. There. Let's give her that bone heart. There we go. We're on soul hearts, boys. Yeah. It was, I mean, it was interesting. I'll say that, I guess. I'm gonna have to pop this Emperor card, by the way. Otherwise, if I pop it too late, I can end up in the mom fight and be stuck there for an eternity. Alright, we got this. Yeah, hoarding, it's a very complex issue, I'll say. I've seen it personally, but not like as bad as like other homes and stuff like that. Now I realize, like, why did I take that? You're gonna lose your Horror Babylon state, my dude. Well, I mean, I used to live in a situation like that, but not as bad, I guess. Still bad? Yeah, it kind of was, but not as bad as other places, fortunately, where things are stuck in a mile high to the ceiling and stuff. I mean, any amount of hoarding can be bad. Queen of Hearts. I don't know if I want to take that with me. Is there anything here? I think we should just save our money. I know someone who watches my 600-pound life, and part of the reason why she watches it is because she feels like at least I'm not as large as these other people whom she's like, well, wait, this person I know, she's on the heavier side, but like, well, just because you feel like at least I'm not going to be as heavy as this person doesn't mean it can happen. It's not like she's just kind of been gaining weight a lot over the years, and it can happen. Like that weight snuck up on me, and funny enough, I got rid of it in less than a year, which is weird. Just cut off a lot of sugar and stuff, and exercise and everything. Now, it's not easy for some people because they might be older and their hormones are different stuff and genetics. But me, I fortunately stopped in time before I got any older. Like, okay, so yeah, yesterday I went to Oktoberfest, talked about it on last videos. Okay, let me see something here. Does Birthright do anything for this character? I don't think so. Isaac, Birthright, what is it? Birthright, Eve. Because some of the stuff is not implemented. Eve. Horror Babylon is active and regardless of health, and Dead Bird is active without taking damage. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, so it was implemented. We'll definitely take that. There we go. Look at that. That's awesome. Dead Bird is like permanently active. That's gonna be weird. Yeah, anyways, going back with yesterday, I did pick out a little bit. I had, well, of course, I had cheese, like 12 ounces of cheese, so that's not really a bunch of sugar or anything, carbs. It's not gonna affect me too bad. Then I had some what do you call it? Ham. And it was a pretty big slice of ham. I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was kind of, see, I like ham, but when it comes to like, you know, special occasions and there's a bunch of it, I would prefer to have some pineapple, you know, stuff and orange juice and whatever soaked in there, prepared and everything. So with all this meated stuff, it's okay if it's just when I have a bunch of it, I normally have it soaked in pineapple juice or with the pineapple rains, and I think orange juice it soaks into too. I think brown sugar. I don't eat it often too, where it's like, you know, health issues or anything. So I'm pretty much covered with it. So like, I had that, and then I had a couple little bags of Doritos, because like when you have a German festival kind of thing, Oktoberfest, there's a lot of bread, and I'm not talking about just like, you know, buns and everything from the. We might take the thing over here. It's not just like the buns and stuff. It's also like the oh, what do you call it? the beer, the liquor. The only thing to be clean enough for me to drink there is the wine, which I did sample a couple. Oh, this guy again. Just do a repeat of last time. Yeah, and what else I have? Well, I did have a coffee. I had coffee in the morning before I left. And then by the time I got there, it's already gone away, and then I had more coffee. So I had coffee too. And then what else I have? I thought about getting some sweet potato fries, but it's going to probably be cross-contaminated more likely. And with the special menu this place has for gluten-free stuff, they keep things as gluten-free as they can to a point, so they don't try to lump everything together, which is nice. One time I ate at a restaurant, and they're so dedicated with the gluten-free kind of like stuff that they have some knowledgeable like waitresses that know like what would have gluten in them and what doesn't. And they don't know, then they kind of ask the kitchen in the back and stuff like that about it. These chefs, these cooks, I mean, or chefs, cooks, they're basically the same thing. But they kind of ask and stuff, and they also. This has only happened to me once in this restaurant, but like they had the chef come out and give me deliver the food to me at the table instead of the waitress. Just I guess even more like just more like reduction of like gluten stuff, because like I guess they made a point with like she could be handling gluten. She could potentially cross-contaminate, but if she's not careful. So I could see it that way. I mean, I've been served to gluten-free before in the past, and I haven't had any cross-contamination issues through that. But you never know. Anything can happen, Somebody might not think much of it and did a mistake or something. I haven't had gluten in almost 2 years, though. And that was the Oktoberfest last time I went, a couple of years ago. Do I miss it? Well, not really. I mean, I talked about before. It's like I got used to it for so long without it. It's like it's not something I'm gonna be missing too much. Yeah, sure, I can't have all this fried food and all this other stuff and whatever. At the same time, it's not really good for me either. Oh yeah, we get choices, that's right. We want devil deal or angel deal? Let's go for angel. Yeah. Okay, well we got tears up. We need is like that feather thing. Okay. That we blow up angel statues to get angel items. Anyways, going back with like the hoarders and 600-pound life stuff, it's like I don't know why I like watching it. Like the well, at least the hoarders. It's not like the same thing as someone I know talk about 600-pound life, where it's like at least it's not like that. Nothing like that with me. 'Cause my place is clean. Like it's the opposite of a hoarder's paradise. not paradise, you know what I mean? It's opposite of an idealized, you know, hoarder's, you know, scenario. You know, past like year or so, I've been throwing out stuff, going through things, organizing things, putting things into containers instead of cardboard boxes, so it keeps it more secure and they stack easier and they last longer. Earlier in the year, it was just like mostly cardboard boxes. Oh, this is really good here, by the way. I shredded some stuff too, and it feels good to kind of just clean things up and organize. My grandmother used to say to me, it was like, if you clean up a little bit every day, it's not going to be, then you won't have as much to do if you do it at once, and that's true. So I've been doing a little bit here and there, to a degree every day. I'm not trying to leave it too crazy messy or anything. I need a vacuum though. Do a little bit of organizing here and there, but I just got rid of a tote yesterday, gave it to somebody. And I mean, it's still a decent condition, but it was really big, and I need kind of these smallish totes, some wide ones, but not as wide as that one, where it doesn't have a lid that can latch. I need lids that latch. Matter of fact, I'm using like 4 totes right. Well, technically 5. I got one larger lockbox thing, like a tote, as a TV stand. So it's technically furniture right now. And then I'm using like 4 large ones to hold my standing hanging bar system. The reason why I do that, it's not necessarily that it's imbalanced if I'm doing like any pull-ups, which I haven't tried doing yet. I'm trying to strengthen everything else. It's meant for like if I'm doing like, we call it incline raises or something, because like if I don't have those things on there, it'll make the thing lean, of course. It's not meant for that. So I put these boxes on there on the support feet, and they stay put. I know, I think I got about 13 totes worth of stuff. I need to like donate some stuff. I mean, I got 1 tote that I'm going to donate, so I'm going to be down to 12, you know, stuff in it. I don't really utilize, and somebody wants it anyways. I've got other stuff too I need to like get rid of that I might have some idea of who to give it to. It's weird. A lot of stuff is just kind of spread out over time. Not by me, but it was like other people's stuff that came from a different household. I didn't steal or anything, if you're wondering. It was an awkward move at the time. The less I got to move around here, the better for me. The easier it's going to be on me. I was talking to someone too, past couple of weeks. She was cleaning up a house. She just moved in recently. She's rented it from an in-law or something like that. And this house, from the photos I could tell, and from what I heard, from the conversations I had with her off and on, it seems like this house is like a very big mess, like a hoardy mess. There's like 13 rooms and stuff. It's a huge house. The illusion of choice, by the way, here. Yeah, it's a huge mess. 4-bedroom house, two garages and stuff. It's a huge mess. Threw out like over 30 bags of garbage. Over 30, let's see, I think she said 13 gallons, might be more. I mean 13 gallons sounds like a very like odd number for like a for trash sacks. It's probably like 15 gallons or something at least. That's a lot. And fortunately for her, she's got this trailer that pretty good sized trailer where she could throw stuff in it and have somebody. This might actually do better for us. I think we're pretty good without having whatever, and we can pop this every time. You can generate a bunch of like these wisps, maybe. Oh, that's a second guppy item too. I just realized we need to go for guppy. Normal angle deals. But yeah, someone hauls off a trailer of the stuff because they have a truck for it, very large truck, and all that, huge trailer. That fly was just zooming around. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than a dumpster because I was looking up dumpsters and stuff, prices for dumpsters. Like the cheapest one is like $200. And I don't know if that's like $200 a month or a flat rate of $200, and then maybe some fees to it every month. I mean, there's a fee to kind of haul stuff out of the dumpster and take it to wherever the dump. More likely to the dump. But for her sake, she's having someone else haul it off for her, so that's a faster process. Now, because this trailer is fairly big, like it's taking forever to kind of fill up and then, take it wherever to dump it. And then she was finding a bunch of like expired food. This thing I have yet to unlock. Spooky bombs. Golden pill, huh? Let's see how far we go. Okay. Well, we lost tears and shot speed stuff, and then we got weird other stuff. I gain it back. Alright, we'll take this. The tears are throwing me off here. I thought I have a low tear rate. It's just the, I'm looking at the stuff coming from. Yep. Look at that. Where we go. And then on top of like the stuff she's cleaning out, it's also like you gotta deal with a bug thing, and they're gonna try to bug bomb it. Maybe bug bomb it. In my opinion, they should. It sounds like from the boyfriend, in his perspective, they're gonna look in the bug bomb in it, fumigate it. I deal with the mice too. I mean, of course, there's gonna be like all this stuff around there, like all this bugs and whatever in this place. And then they gotta replace the piping too, which was all gunked up and everything. I'm like, jeez. But they pay only $200 a month, which is astronomically low to live there, to rent there. That's pretty darn good for that town. I pay quite a bit for rent here, and because it's a larger city, and you own a very large tenant company, and I mean, I could probably find cheaper places, but those cheaper places are extremely cheap for a reason, at least around here. I don't want to get sucked in by a... Oh, we got spooky ghosts! Run away! We love you! They got a lot of rooms. And this person I was talking to, she says, you know, I threw out all this stuff, it doesn't feel like I'm making much of a difference. And boyfriend kind of disagrees on that. I mean, I'm not really there to really tell before and after and everything. If that's the case. For me, to make a huge difference, clear out a whole room. So they haven't cleared out anything, like a whole room yet. They gotta throw out furniture too. So like a lot of that stuff is just like, there's a lot of old mail they keep finding. Oh, that's not good. What I did to my health there. Yeah, there's a lot of old mail, and I mean, that obviously is pretty easy to kind of throw away or shred or something. I mean, I did that recently, throwing out some old, shredding a lot of old mail. It may not seem like it's much, you know, shredding stuff and then dumping it outside or something. I mean, I'm not dumping it out in a yard or something weird. I'm dumping it in proper places. But, I'm taking care of it. But over time, you know, all that mail can stack, and I've seen it stack before, living in this kind of situations. But this person's place, they stack so much mail, like bail notices or whatever, or payments of something, payment receipts, just random junk mail, magazine subscriptions, all this stuff. And it's dating back for like 30 or 40 years or even longer, some occasions. So it just keeps going. And it accumulates. There's a lot of paper. It accumulates. So that's not so bad to clean up. And then you got all these, I noticed too, photos. All these boxes. Cardboard boxes eat up a lot of space too. I mean, suppose you could use them to put the other stuff in there you want to keep to give to this other person that owns the house but they're living elsewhere. I wouldn't overindulge in giving them everything. And yeah, it's what else? Like, just keep finding weird stuff and like in the kitchen and everything. Like the pipes were all gunked up and had to be replaced. I guess I found out recently that the pipes that were damaged wasn't from. Well, okay, so like the person I was talking to said the pipes were damaged like a couple winters ago. Not last winter, that I thought it was. And I will take it. In fact, it was supposedly the winter from a couple years ago. And then the other person was like, the boyfriend was like, actually, with all the gunk that was in the lines, that's what caused the burst. And it didn't start in the basement; it started elsewhere. But the girlfriend was saying it burst in the basement. So I mean, there's a lot of confusion, I guess, on both sides. The pipes are getting fixed. At least I assume they're getting fixed, replaced. But they also got to go through 2 huge garages full of stuff that these couple of grandparents just didn't feel the need to clean and organize. Like, there's also like feather dusters and stuff that a few feather dusters that were found. A lot of them were just like stuck in the package, never been opened. So I guess they wanted to clean, but then they were just kind of just not wanting to clean. You know what I'm saying? And the stories of this this boyfriend of this girl I know was talking about that he hadn't remembered seeing the what was it, the kitchen table, living room table, some table. Hadn't seen it clean since '93, and he was like an infant. I'm like, man. At least with my situation, where I live into a kind of a semi-hoarder's house. I say kind of because at least we had pass. It wasn't as bad. It was still bad, but not may darkness swallow things around you. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. It does that. So, oh, this is like, come on, get me out of there. There we go. Oh, my heart's changing to bone hearts. Okay. Well, actually a little better for us. I don't know if it's like a temporary effect or not. Just talking about like all this stuff. You know, what's up with the house, and they got to fix a couple of porches. I'm just getting different opinions from the both of them about what needs to be fixed and what needs to be replaced or whatever. So it's like just kind of a lot of, you know, don't know or assumptions of what could be wrong with things. Heck, if I was cleaning up a place like that, I don't know what the floor is going to look like. Which they're going to have to replace too. It's a heck of an investment. Oh, let's see here. We'll take the blood of the martyr, I guess. Hopefully we get a devil deal. Yeah, so I'm pretty fortunate that I don't have to be cleaning for them or anything. That's probably just going to give me a stroke if I go for it. We're going to come back for that, by the way. We'll take it after the mob fight. Get a free item. Oh, we got that unlocked. Okay. Got it here. Just a little bit of Larry action. Yeah, like, because I feel like if I was the one cleaning there, like the person that I have tried helping in the past to clean, but was trying to, you know, encourage her to clean with me, she just quickly kind of stopped cleaning as she relies on you to do it. And I do not want to be doing that because, and there's like Hoarder episodes that are talking about like, you have to address the personal issues of a person, not just like the mess and stuff. Because if you clean up the mess for them, and they don't like really put any effort into it, and you're the one cleaning everything, it'll go back to square one. Not only because they're not kind of empowering themselves to really do anything to address Like, not only the mess on the outside, but in the inside of the plates, but it's also like the mess inside themselves. That's pretty heavy, man. But it's true. So for me, like, if I was over there cleaning up everything, she's going to quickly stop cleaning up somebody else's mess and then just succumb to just doing nothing. Oh, leprosy, huh? Well, you're so kind. I could have sworn I had flight. I guess not. Oh, I see. I probably had flight because of that card effect. Try like a Spirit of the Night effect, I think. Now, would it get done a lot faster if I was there kind of working on it and helping? Oh, absolutely. Since I'm pretty fit and stuff, I can like go at it a lot faster, and I've cleaned up things for so long. My place in organizing, like I know what to do immediately and whatever. I can't really tell you much about like dealing with roaches or anything because I don't really have that problem. Only up to the point where it's like throwing out a bunch of food that could be in the way, depending on where they're nesting or whatever. And hire exterminator. Fumigate the home, that's what's going to happen. Scorch earth, who knows, those things could be in the walls and stuff. You want to just blast the whole house. That spray down a little bit of raid. Oh, that was real lucky. Look at that. Dead dove. Well, now we got flight. I don't know why the thing just randomly activates. Maybe it randomly activates when you randomly walk into a room or something. Not just clearing it. I assume. But yeah, it's now you might be wondering too, it's like, okay, so if this person, this girl and the boyfriend of hers is cleaning up this house that belongs to some elderly folks, is the elderly folks kind of living there? And the answer is no. And probably second question you're probably going to be wondering is like, okay, so if you're saying that they're cleaning up this person's house, but you're not addressing all these personal issues and stuff like that, and not encouraging them into the cleanup, then is that just going to defeat the purpose to have her just go back to square one and do it again? And the answer is, so my assumption is she's not moving back from what I was told. She's living elsewhere. And pretty close by too. And I only assume that it's not going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to guarantee to happen. The chances that if it does happen, well, it's kind of up in the air. Basically, what I'm saying is this setup of things, it's just up in the air kind of deal. They don't know, and I don't know, whether she's planning to just move back once everything's cleaned up and fixed. And anything can happen, that's the thing, with this whole process. Heck, maybe she's intending to, the grandparents, maybe they're, well, the one that's alive now, still. The only one that's alive. Maybe the grandmother would do something like that. Who knows? It would probably it would go back to square one, but it's going to take a lot more time, and she's much older, so there's that. So she probably won't be able to do it as much. Your probably next question is probably like, okay, so why couldn't the family, immediate family, do anything? Well, there's a lot of mixed stuff to it, and there's not really a lot of direct answers from these family members. Part of it was because they tried to help her when she was living there at the time. She refused to throw a lot of things away, and it was taking a lot of time. Part of it is like, them themselves are to some degree lazy. I don't know much about the father. The son of this elderly woman. Oh, I just noticed that's a cool synergy. So like, you get hit instead of turning it to. Oh wait, it did that. Okay, yeah, it turns into bombs. All right. So I was confused. So it turns into bombs. And then when they blow up, as usual, but then when they blow up, they turn into a bunch of ghosts. So that's pretty cool. I thought it was like they're just turning straight to ghosts. I didn't notice it till now. Seraphim, cool. Might as well take this. So it's that, and I know like, well, the spouse of the sons, she has a tendency of not cleaning up messes and leaving huge stuff behind, and even had roach issues and hoarding issues and stuff like that too, oddly enough. But she's not really directly related to the grandmother, except as being an in-law. The grandkids just didn't really clean up. I don't know like how many kids she had. I think she had multiple kids, but I don't think none of them really want to, push themselves. I feel like I feel like there was some resistance, truly, but I feel like too the kids didn't put enough effort to push her to change and what have you, or even clean up themselves, like the obvious stuff, obvious messes. Now I get it, they're working and everything, but it's like, for me, it's like, part of it is like just kind of laziness, part of it, the helping her, part of it is like just dealing with the resistance from her, and part of it could even be like something self-loathing, like, not self-loathing, but not self, okay, so, part of it feels like it's also kind of this aggression towards her that they have. Like, there's like this kind of underlying hate towards her for some reason. Because like it seems like the family has this kind of dynamic with each other. They hate each other to some point. But it's just, it's just a mess. And so like this girl is just, in the middle of, literally the only one cleaning up. That's another thing too. Because like none of the family members of this old woman is stepping up to do anything of it. Except for the son, which is coming over to fix the pipes now instead of, doing it years ago. I guess you could argue that he probably didn't come over to fix those pipes years ago, and they broke a couple years or anything, because maybe there's just so much stuff in the way. that, and like she was also kind of resistant of wanting anyone to come over to like address or clean up or fix anything or whatever. That was another issue too. So. And just kind of gave in to her demands was the problem. Pick a join too. Cool. Now, if I was like this woman's son, I would have not only kind of, well, I don't even know, like probably get on the Hoarders TV show, show the world the mess, and also addressing her issues as well as anyone else's issues with everything, and clean up the house and organize it and fix things and everything. At least before she moved away. Now it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe not matter too much because she could come back. Who knows? But what it looks like, though, it seems like she might not. And that's the thing. It's like, with all this cleanup, the cost of fixing things, the time putting, effort to time putting into like doing all this kind of stuff, it's a gamble. Kind of taking your hard-earned money out on a gamble to fixing everything. Fixing everything, cleaning up everything and stuff. That's a hell of a gamble. Let's see what we got here, cards. Just use the arrow walk for the Mega Satan fight. I think we'd be fine without it, but let's just add an extra layer of security just in case. Nope, nothing in there. So yeah, it's they have other factors too, and I can't really talk about it, that could potentially lead them to claiming the house or whatever. Not the illegal or anything, but it's like inheritance or something, possibly. But that's kind of up in the air because you really don't know, and it's not your business to really like question that and stuff, But I mean, anything could change too. They could just change their minds and change their will or something. It's a huge gamble. Taking over somebody's house, it's a mess. And then fixing it up and then using your resources, both time and money, in order to stay there. I mean, if they get the house someday, great. But how bad a condition is this house? It costs like thousands of dollars to fix or something, There could be more problems than you realize that's wrong with it. Like they got this mess they got to clean up. And this mess, there could be like underlying damages you don't know until you clean up everything. Like, there was a Hoarders episode I remember watching years ago, a few times. There was this family who, the children were like in their 40s or something, and they got elderly folks living in this house, and the kids don't really do anything. Not just because of cleanup, but also they don't work or produce any like income or anything. They don't have any children or spouses or nothing, and kind of living in this household together, not really doing a whole lot, and of all these like personal issues too with each other. And anyways, as they were doing this cleanup, they were making a lot of progress after like, a lot of issues coming up with the cleanup with, like, you know, want to keep this or not keep this, and all these arguments and breakdowns. But then ultimately they were getting like a lot of progress until after they were getting pretty far into cleanup, they were finding structural damages to the point that everybody had to be evacuated. They had to stop the cleanup. The house wasn't sound, and they were looking at, you know, to have an engineer or contractor or something come over and analyze it. So it's not structurally sound. Now, they could have, like, you might be thinking, well, they could have, you know, paid contractor to fix it. I think because they were so poor and stuff, like, they never even put on the show, which, I mean, it probably makes sense. They're living like that and how they were living and stuff. There's no way they can, like, pay for the structural damages to be fixed. Especially in the timely manner with the city involved. So they just kind of like moved away. Got rid of a bunch of their cats, kept some of them. They just moved into an apartment with everybody together instead of, you know, moving on and finding an opportunity to live elsewhere, you know, for each other separately. So for me, it's like hearing about this, you know, house being, you know, messed up with, you know, the mess at least. With the porches, like, kind of need some repair. It kind of makes me wonder if there's something else wrong in the house that's not discoverable until everything gets cleaned up. That's the thing. And hopefully, it's something very minor besides those porches. Not like something with the supports that are like breaking down or something, or the floors are like freaking collapsing or something off. And it's an easy, cheap fix. You still gotta pull weeds too. Like, you got a bunch of weeds they gotta pull that grew over time. I guess these weeds have been growing since this grandfather had died, because the grandfather, I guess, was the one cleaning up the weeds at the front. So there's that too. Not as bad as the inside of this house, but. And he was going out too and buying a bunch of like stuff, as well as a grandmother. So like they were both contributing in this mess. And just kind of stuffing it in places. Going out like, I think they were going out to auctions, if I recall. Especially like getting a bunch of like vehicles and whatever. Vehicle parts, scrap metal, and all this weird stuff. They filled up like a couple of garages and they're putting stuff inside. Like it's a mess. I was asked by this person too last night. It's like if I want to like, and she was pretty serious too. It's like, do you want to like come over for movie night for Halloween or whatever, or something next week? Either next week or Halloween. I'm like, no, because the pathways are just small enough to like get through, and like there's nowhere to sleep. They're sleeping in a living room on a mattress. Currently, or not a living room. They're sleeping upstairs on a mattress on the floor currently with the room they have, and they're trying to kind of situate things enough to where they can actually have a room that's clean to stretch out and everything. So that for me being there, I don't know, unless I'd be sleeping in the kitchen chair or sleeping in the pathway, like there's nowhere to sleep. I don't know where. I don't want to just be stuck in that. It'll give me nightmares, man. Give me goosebumps. Anyways, we got 282 plays. Probably because we did a lot of exploration. Especially the key kind of helped too. And we did miss Boss Rush, but I think we got Boss Rush 2 on top of everything. Somehow. Like, probably get a better score. But 282 plays is not bad. Very long run because I've just been exploring and talking. We did pretty well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.